I want to give you some tips and tricks of getting to law school. So this goes to my young brothers and sisters who want to join law school. You've just completed your high school, so what next? So you will have terrible lecturers, you'll have hard lecturers to deal with, but you'll also have good ones. The good ones, make sure you learn from them, let them mentor you, and those ones who are hard to deal with, respect them because they are there by right and you learn something from them. Guys, your mental health is important, point blank period. You don't have to think about anything else. It just means that take care of your body, eat well, dress well, shower, go to class.
Only on the beat.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a first time viewer, karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And this is Karenbirech, and on this YouTube channel I will be posting every Friday at 7:30 p.m. East African time. So remember to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to see you here today. I actually mean it, and I'm so excited about today's topic. Today, guys, we want to talk about very serious stuff, not very serious, but somehow serious. We want to get to law school. I want to give you some tips and tricks of getting to law school. So this goes to my young brothers and sisters who want to join law school. You've just completed your high school, so what next? Why should you join law school? If you intend to join law school, what are some of the things you should know before going there? As someone who has already completed law school and I'm currently a lawyer by profession, I want to give you some insights from my journey that I hope will be very helpful to you as well. So if that is something you feel you should know, please remember to stay to the end and stick to the last minute so that I can explain this and you can understand better. Now, first things first, congratulations for wanting law school. And the first thing I want you to know is that law school is a marathon. It is not a sprint. I know that sounds a little bit scary, but I'm here to tell you the truth as it is so you can go there prepared. It is not a sprint. It is very stressful. It is a marathon. But now on the flip side, it is actually a very fulfilling career. So I want you to go to law school having it in your mind that you will be expected to do a lot of things at the same time. In first year, you will have so many shocks. You will have textbooks that look like very foreign with very foreign words. But don't worry, all those words are there to be learned and you will learn them because if other people did it, you certainly can do as well. So go to law school with a very open mindset and expect to move very fast. It starts getting very, very uncertain sometimes, but you should know that as a student, you are there to conquer. So go there with a warrior mentality because it's not very easy. The second thing I want to tell you about law school is that please read smart. I know this is a topic that people speak about a lot, and I'm here to also add my point on it. Guys, you don't have to read for 24 hours back to back. I mean, who does that? So read smart. You can read for 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever time you want, but remember to please be specific. In my own experience, read to understand. Yeah, because you can have very many concepts, you can have very many detailed things, but pick out the important things. If you're reading about principles of a certain area of law, remember to point them down. If you're reading a case law, let's say the case law is 20-something pages, you just need to know like 3 or 4 things. You need to know who sued who. You also need to know why they sued them, and you need to know what the judge said about that case. And you are done. You don't need to go reading the whole thing to get the gist of the case. So I want you to read smart. Be strategic so that you can save time and cover a larger amount of content, okay? That's it about reading smart. Another thing I want you to be very keen about is the third thing, which is your lecturers are your gatekeepers. Guys, I wish I had time to tell you about how lecturers can be a game changer in your law school life. You will have amazing lecturers, but you will also have terrible lecturers, I'm sorry to say. You can have very difficult lecturers to deal with. You can have very nice lecturers to learn from. And I want you to respect both of them equally, okay? Don't go around holding grudges or don't go around hating lecturers. There's no point of doing that. So make sure your lecturers are people you can learn from, are people who can teach you. Be teachable, please, because these are people who have gone before you and they know a lot of stuff that you don't. So you will have terrible lecturers, you'll have hard lecturers to deal with, but you'll also have good ones. The good ones, make sure you learn from them, let them mentor you, and those ones who are hard to deal with, respect them because they are there by right and you learn something from them. Number 4, the fourth thing I want you guys to learn is that please, as you join undergraduate in law, keep in your mind how it is to go to the Kenya School of Law. That is if you want to practice law in your future career. Guys, this is very important because sometimes you join law school undergraduate and you think that is the end. I can tell you it is just the surface level. At the Kenya School of Law, you will have to learn a lot of stuff in a short time. So make sure you prepare your mind for that. In the 4 years, be preparing for the 2 years that are coming. I hope you're following, and I hope you get that you get to understand that as you move ahead. Basically in Kenya, for example, what happens is that you need to check your grades. So your Form 4 grade will determine whether or not you will go to Kenya School of Law. And mostly they usually want a B plain in English and something like that. So you should check your grades so you don't start a career that will not qualify you to get to the Kenya School of Law. So please check on those dynamics, go to their website, learn about it before you actually venture into the career. Okay, I think that's it. Now, the next thing I want you guys to learn, I have like 3 more remaining, so just stick around. The next thing I have is this. Your mental health is equally important as your GPA and your grades. I know so many times we neglect mental health. I remember we used to have someone in law school who used to tell us mental health is not something that people should take in interest in. And I feel like that is a very wrong notion. Guys, your mental health is important, point blank period. You don't have to think about anything else. It just means that take care of your body, eat well, dress well, shower, go to class, and just take care of your body. Please, 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 please. I don't know how to emphasize this enough. You don't have to go to drugs. You don't have to wallow in depression just because you're in law school. I mean, it's just a drop of your life. So don't waste your life because you're in law school. Make sure you are very keen about taking care of your mental health, okay? I hope that is very important and that is well noted. Another thing, guys, is please be curious beyond books. I know mostly we say lawyers are just readers of books, of law books, but guys, once you are a lawyer, you are expected, okay, to be a reader. Not only you are supposed to be a knowledgeable person, like all-rounded person. If you go to your village, people will expect you to know the current affairs. So read your newspapers, read articles, read journals, read books. Actually, you can even read things on finance. You can read things on literature. You can read about architecture. You can read beyond your classroom, because at the end of the day, it even opens up your brain. It helps you learn. It helps you do all these things that you wouldn't have learned if you weren't in that you wouldn't have learned if you are not keen on them. Now, another thing I want you to learn while you are going to law school, like before you join law school, is this, that you should know why you are there. And guys, apparently so many people go to law school just because of the prestige and because you want your friends to say, oh, Karen does law, oh, so and so does law. I mean, that should not be the whole point of why you go to law school. Go to law school knowing why you are there. Because let's say you are 100 in a classroom. All those 100 people have 100 reasons why they are there. And if you go there dilly-dallying and not knowing why you're in law school in the first place, you will mess up big time, because you will be living in a bubble of someone else's dream and not your own dreams. So go to law school having a purpose. Go to law school knowing why you are there. Go to law school knowing exactly why you went to law school to begin with, because if you have genuine passion, you will have it easy. But if you went there for other small reasons or other mediocre reasons, then it will be slightly hard for you, and I don't think I want that for you. I want you to do well. I want you to excel as your online big sister. I want you to do very well in law school, because God put that dream in your heart for a good reason, and that good reason is to succeed. I'm done with my points, but here is a bonus point. If you are going to law school, invest in official clothes. I know this sounds like a very petty point, but it's good. So work within your budget, have some official outfits, attend moot court competitions. Actually, I forgot to mention this. Once you're in law school, don't only go to class and go back home. Go to class, attend other extracurricular activities within the law school. The law school I attended in Kenya is a law school that had very many extracurricular activities for law students. For example, we had moot court competitions, we had legal aid activities, we had debates. Now, I want you to be very keen and to make sure you attend those things. Go to debates, go to answer questions in class, because the confidence you gain in the classroom will ultimately give you the confidence in the courtroom and in the boardroom. And also remember that as a law student, you don't have to end up practicing law. You can do other things outside practicing. You could go to policy work, you could go to NGOs, you could work in private sector. There's a lot of things to work with as a lawyer. So you need to do your homework, do your research on that. If you feel like I should talk more about law as a career, you can let me know so that I can find some other time to talk about this topic, but in a broader perspective, okay? So I want you, as you go to law school, as you prepare to go to law school, prepare yourself mentally. Go to law school knowing that you have already conquered. Let no one sell you the fear that law school is difficult. It is not difficult. Even if it's difficult, you are more resilient, okay? So go there, having it in mind that you will succeed, knowing very well that you can make it, that you are a conqueror. Remember to work very closely with your friends, have good friends. All these other things will build one by one into one big, beautiful career person. I wish you the very best. I hope you succeed in your future endeavors. And if you have any personal questions, you can always reach me on my social media handles. I'll be so glad to help where I can. And I wish you the very best in all your endeavors. Thank you guys, and bye.